You would probably prevail if you competed against an ant. This makes sense because, despite having a third as many legs, your legs are far longer. The logical conclusion from this is that larger creatures, or those with longer legs, should be able to run quicker. While this is generally accurate, the idea fails when you realize that an elephant is much slower than an ostrich. It appears that being bigger helps you reach a high top speed up until a certain point, after which it slows you down. Being small has its drawbacks, hence some studies take body size into account in addition to speed, such as body lengths per second. This would make the Southern Californian mite, which is only 0.7 millimeter in size, yet can move at a speed of 6.5 kilometers per hour, the planet's fastest organism, or 4.2 miles per hour. This 322 body lengths per second speed is astounding. A human would achieve 2,100 kilometers per hour if they could run at the same relative speed to their size, or 1,300 miles per hour. Although measuring body length per second is entertaining, our research concentrates on outright land speed, starting with the animal that moves the fastest on land. So with that, I will share you the top 10 fastest land animals. And let's start with number 10. Lion. Top speed, 50.2 kilometers per hour, or 31.19 miles per hour. The lion is at the top of many lists, but speed isn't one of them. The lion is far from the top of the rankings here because, as we previously indicated, if you were picky enough, you could possibly fit a lot of other creatures between some of these categories. But it's still fast. For comparison, the fastest person civilization has produced to date was capable of running for a brief period of time at 38 kilometers per hour, or 23 miles per hour. Even yet, because practically all of its prey is faster than it is, the lion hunts by using stealth and collaboration, typically taking its victim out at night. Number 9. Wildebeest. Top speed, 51.5 kilometers per hour, or 32 miles per hour. Wildebeest are generally fairly cool, but for the fact that they killed Mufasa in their irrational terror and ushered in a time of exploitation and drought at Pride Rock. These enormous antelopes collaborate with zebras to find predators that are lurking in the meadows. Regrettably, they move a little bit slower than their pals, which makes them more of a zebra population ruse than a true equal. Its speed is an adaptation to this, since their predators are ambush hunters like crocodiles, lions, leopards, and cheetahs. Number 8. Zebra. Top speed, 57.6 kilometers per hour, or 35.8 miles per hour. When you combine the tenacity of a mule with the tremendous selection pressure of the African savanna, you end up with something difficult to pursue. These are essentially sexy punk donkeys with a lot of swift predators. They have long, slender legs like moose, and they can move a lot of heavy cargo with their trunk. As long as they dodge the initial lunge, they have an advantage over most ambush predators due to their strength and endurance. Number 7. Moose. Top speed, 60 kilometers per hour, or 37.3 miles per hour. This one is a little difficult. The closest source is a peer-reviewed publication that quotes a moose scientist from Ukraine who died from a hard-to-find book. If you've ever read a Dan Brown book, you know that just because something is published doesn't mean it's worth more than the paper it's printed on. Nevertheless, if you've ever been fortunate enough to get close to a moose, you also know that the size of its legs by itself is persuasive. The most hazardous remaining animal in Europe is certainly the enormous moose. They can nevertheless trot more quickly than a panicked human can sprint, thanks to the 4 spindly pegs that are underneath them. You can't outrun them. Your only option is to climb a tree. But good luck doing it in a hurry if you can't get to it before they do. And they can swim as well. Honorable mention, grizzly bears, the most well-known subspecies of brown bears, may have entered this list if there had been reliable records of their running speed. Moose likely evolved this speed to escape from them. Number 6. Greyhound. Top speed, 61 kilometers per hour, or 37.9 miles per hour. The greyhound returns to bendy spines and low centers of gravity by doubling the legs once more. Even though this is a man-made animal, it still counts. And with the millions of inebriated spectators, and the billions of dollars spent on measuring these things, you can be very certain of the accuracy of the speed claims. Yet, there are also unsubstantiated reports that these dogs can run at ostrich speeds, so if the mood strikes, there is a sizable market for interspecies sprint events. Given their physiology resembles that of a cheetah, and their abundance of red blood cells in comparison to other breeds, greyhounds are able to accelerate more quickly than virtually any other animal, and outpace the majority of them. Unfortunately, they are quite frail and susceptible to infections, allergies, and other ailments that rarely affect their mongrel colleagues. As with any animal, this specialized and in this instance, inbred. Number 5. Ostrich. Top speed, 70 kilometers per hour, or 43.5 miles per hour. The only animal on our list with 2 legs will be this one. Ostriches move quickly, but we can't seem to agree on exactly how quickly. Despite frequently appearing in scholarly journals, the figure we use doesn't appear to have an original source. Ostriches have been observed traveling at sub-maximal speeds of 60 kilometers per hour, or 37 miles per hour, according to more reliable accounts. Nonetheless, they are believed to be the fastest bipedal mammal on Earth, and are capable of traveling great distances at tremendous speeds. Their small frame makes them incredibly energy efficient, and their lengthy legs allow them to cover 5 meters in a single long stride. Number 4. The quarter horse. Top speed, 71 kilometers per hour, or 44 miles per hour. This is a hotly contested issue. The quarter horse is frequently referred to as the fastest horse there is, although uncorroborated stories suggest that their claimed top speed is closer to 88 kilometers per hour or 55 miles per hour, which would put them ahead of the Dorcas. Although the animal reached this speed while carrying an adult human on its back, it is reasonable to assume that the horse might go much faster when unloaded. The fastest consistently reported speed is somewhat slower than this, so we will just mention this one. Number 3. Dorcas gazelle. Top speed, 80 kilometers per hour or 50 miles per hour. A popular prey item for cheetahs is a gazelle, and it is approaching the pronghorn from behind. The Dorcas gazelle can reportedly gallop for hundreds of meters at rates of about 80 kilometers per hour, which is significantly faster than its name would imply. Gazelles are swift almost completely because of the cheetah. If we were being particularly picky and knowledgeable, this list might only include 1 cheetah species and 9 other species of gazelle, because the genus comprises roughly 10 species, several of which have unconfirmed top speeds that are faster than this one. Let Dorcas be the genus spokesman instead. And let's continue. Number 2. Pronghorn. Top speed, 100 kilometers per hour, or 62 miles per hour. It makes sense for a hunter to have the ability to run as quickly as a cheetah. In an effort to outcompete one another, predators and prey engage in an evolutionary arms race. As a result, the second fastest animal ever observed is one that frequently needs to flee swiftly. Pronghorns are capable of running for extended periods of time, in addition to running quite quickly. Because of their unique adaptations for high oxygen consumption, they make excellent long-distance runners. For a minimum of 11 kilometers or 7 miles, they can maintain a 65 kilometers per hour or 40 miles per hour speed. And the number 1 on our list, cheetah. Top speed, 105 kilometers per hour or 65 miles per hour. The fact that the cheetah is at the top of our list may not come as a surprise. This ambush hunter has the quickest documented sprint on land in its arsenal. The cheetah can reach such a high speed before it experiences muscle weariness thanks to its ability to accelerate. They can accelerate from 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds thanks to their tendons, bones, and muscles' incredibly rapid energy transfer and suppleness. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching.